Hello everyone, hello, welcome. Mystery Review Part 8, yes. Well, it wasn't Part 8 for a minute, but it is, yes, Part 8. So welcome, yeah. Hope you're all doing okay. I was a bit worried for a minute, would have to have some kind of emergency, I don't know, gathering or something to try and work out what to do about, because it's quite hot today basically in the UK. It's very warm actually, it's been quite a nice day. Managed to clean my car, do a few bits and pieces, see the sun. So not been too bad, but yeah, but basically yeah, it seems to be okay in the house. I think the heat hasn't built up yet, so it might be all right for today. So that's not too bad. So yeah, hope you're all doing all right. Good to see you all, I'm sure. Yeah, let's say interesting one. The weather's been I don't know, quite all right really recently, so it's not too bad. So mystery review, those of you don't know, it's when I sort of raid the backlog essentially. It might not always be stuff right at the back of the backlog, but do have it in date order as such. So I guess it probably near the front. Could be anywhere basically is the gist of it. Yeah, so basically I'll just pick some stuff from the stash that I think I'll just review randomly really, pretty semi-randomly anyway. Might obviously have some kind of theming going on or something, it depends really. But the gist of it is, yeah, picked a few things from the stash in the backlog and we're going to review those today. So yeah, so hopefully you'll enjoy it. Yeah, hopefully I'll see you in the chat at some point. Yeah, so I've done a bit of a poll going on as well, by the way. A favourite takeaway. I thought that was a bit appropriate because I'll perhaps come into it in a bit. But yeah, let me know your favourite takeaways anyway, so it'll be interesting to see. Now, I have got some sort of, a new plate basically today. That's a new thing. I did mention in Stash Watch, so because I've had those contrast issues, I got a black or darker plate at least. It's sort of, I guess I don't know what colour it is really. Very burnt nickel, I guess you might say. Maybe. Yeah, so basically we'll see how that hangs up. Hopefully it'll be better. I'll say the camera will cope with it, because I think normally with the black plates and the white plates and the black background, it's been quite difficult. I think the contrast has just gone out of whack. So this black plate, I've still got my the white one in backup, just in case. But yeah, so we'll see how it goes. So fingers crossed. It's the first major change. Can't say this channel doesn't innovate. It's the first time I changed the plate since I started, basically five and a half, or 5 or so years ago now. So yeah, an interesting one. 5 years and a couple of months, I think. Yeah, so there we go. So it'll be interesting to see how that copes. Hopefully it'll be alright. So I can just swap back if it doesn't work. I'm hoping it'll be okay though, really. We'll see. Fingers crossed it doesn't affect things in any way, but there we go. Oh, hi there, Rick. How are you doing? Hope you're doing okay. Oh dear. Oh, yes. Yes, well, I'm not sure. Maybe I just instinctively been that way. I don't know. I'm not sure what I said, but yes, but I'm glad it came across that way. Hope you're doing all right, Rick. Yeah, I just say I got some in the stash was this week. I was going to show some stuff that I thought you might be interested in, but you weren't there, I don't think. So if you're there this week, I'll be showing it either way. Basically, I can't leave it for too long. But yeah, if you make it this week, this Wednesday for Stash Watch, might have some stuff you might be interested in. But obviously you can watch it and catch up and stuff like that anyway. But yeah. So I hope you're doing all right. Good to see you. How's things going where you are, by the way? Hopefully everything's okay. Yeah, basically, now, I don't know where... Yeah, I'm not sure. Yes, any eggs left? No. Yeah, none left, unfortunately. Nothing. Well, actually, no, I do have some, actually. I do have some in the backlog, actually. I do have a couple. I think I've got Reese's mini eggs and Galaxy mini eggs as well, so maybe I should have brought that. I thought maybe it was pushing it a bit too far, really, to bring those out. I don't know. I might review them and then just leave them until next Easter. Basically, I do have a couple of Easter products that I've have reviewed and never managed to publish. So I'm probably just leaving them till next year, I think. So yeah, I could publish them before, I guess, but I may as well wait. I've got a backlog of actual reviews I've recorded, so there we go. Yeah, yeah. So I've got a couple of things going on. I've done basically. I've got some widgets going on with the live videos now. Now some of them. Basically, they're sort of made for Twitch, really, is the gist of it. I'm not sure the YouTube integration works too well, so we'll see. But basically, for Super Chats, does seem to work all right. So if you ever want to test the Super Chat, anyone, by the way, feel free. It should bring a little alert in the top right-hand corner now, so it should be quite interesting. Now, yeah, it's based on some of the stock ones I've got at the moment, but you can get your own ones made, so I might have to look into that at some point, get my own special chocolate what's it called, like GIF going on, or GIF, however you want to say it. Yeah, so something like that basically. But I've just done just some of the defaults for now, so they're quite cute. So yeah, so if you ever, and also members as well, if you want to become a member, now's the time to do it, because it will appear in the top right hand corner, hopefully. Yes. So fingers crossed should be quite nice to do that. I thought it'd be quite an interesting thing to do. And I've also looked into doing some goals as well. Now again, it's tied to the members, but it doesn't seem to It's meant to update automatically, basically. Now, it is updating, but it doesn't seem to be updating right because I've not had any... I don't know if it's tied to the subscribers by accident or something. But there's two types. You can get a subscriber goal and a member goal. And I've done both of them on here just to see if one goes up and one doesn't, and this, that, and the other, if it ever occurs to it. So you see here, for instance, I've got the... this is the official one. And you see it's 8 out of 10 members. Now, I only have 6. So I don't know why it's saying 10. You default it to start, and then presumably it counts automatically. So there's another one which apparently is for the subscribers, but this has remained on 6. Slightly different colour there, you'll notice. I could change it, you know what I mean. It's just whatever. It's green at the moment, that's the gist of it. Yeah, so basically when I get to 10 members, I'm going to do a Domino's exclusive member review. So for all members, basically, if you ever, so no matter what member level you pick, you will get access to this review. So when I get to 10, I'll do this exclusive review, basically. So on the live videos, I'm going to leave that in the bottom right, just as a way to sort of like, I don't know, tempt you into joining, basically, I guess is the gist of it. Now, of course, members can go up and down as well, this, that, and the other. So obviously, as soon as I reach 10, and I think it's, I think it'll be stable for a month or whatever, I'll look into doing that. And then, of course, I'll probably do another one for 15 or 20 or something like this. Obviously, so, keep it going. I was going to do one for Super Chats as well, but it's, I don't know, it's a bit complicated, basically. It's a bit complicated, so I'm not sure. I might keep looking into that. But the gist of it is, there is a Super Chat, as I say, graphic that will appear now, and a member one as well. So if you're ever tempted to do one, now is the time, basically, to see if it works, if nothing else. I think it should work. So it'll be quite interesting. But yeah, as I say, so yes. Hi AB, how are you doing? Hope you're doing all right. Yeah, great to see you. I thought you weren't going to be able to make it, AB, so good to see you either way. But it could be me though. I can't keep track of time at the moment. I've literally, time and people and places, I have no clue what's going on at the moment, basically. I'm really struggling at the moment. It's been a really difficult week, actually. I actually woke up on Friday and I thought it was Saturday. And I didn't just think it for a second. I legitimately thought it was Saturday on Friday. Very weird experience. I've never had that before. So, no idea what's going on. Yes, Papa John's. Do have Papa John's. So, yeah, that's one thing I might do, Rick. I might cycle through the different... And then eventually do maybe a versus one. So... so basically I'll probably do a Papa John's review. I might do a poll as well to make it interesting, see which actual one to buy, basically, as well. Papa John's, Pizza Hut as well, and then maybe do a versus one at the end of it. So I have to get so many members, do a versus one. So yeah, so I want to keep it interactive, keep it interesting. And the member reviews generally are always special reviews. They're not just typical another chocolate bar. They're going to be something a bit special, really. So depends how interested you are, of course. It's just a way of making it interesting and hopefully giving you something back and enjoyable and something a bit different. Favourite for me, Domino's all the way. Domino's all the way. Yeah, AB prefers Domino's as well, he says. Yes. I've had Papa. I think it's mainly the dip. I never used to like the dip, actually, for Domino's. But one time I tried it, and the default one, I don't know, sour cream and chive or something. And I loved it. And I started getting it for anything. I just started going in Domino's specifically for that dip. And then, Yeah, Papa John's. Cod on their pizza. Over here, no, we don't. Well, I think we might have limited edition fish and chip flavour things, and there might have been one special edition one, but not as a normal one, no, but it would be a good idea, that. Yeah, that Papa John's garlic dip, yeah, it's awful, isn't it, AB? I'm not a fan of that at all. Yeah, I don't know what it is, actually. It's too hard, isn't it, as well? It's not hard, but it's too viscous, I guess you'd say, and it just doesn't work. I don't know what it's like, garlic butter or something. I don't know. I don't get it. It doesn't work. I don't know what it's like in Canada, Rick. Maybe it's better. Yeah, sorry, Rick. I didn't mean to sound like I was taking you too seriously there. Yes, but we might get limited edition ones where they could be themed on such things. So who knows? Yeah. So there we go. So maybe. But we do have crisps and stuff like that, or I guess chips, as you probably would say, in the Eastern US. Yeah, it's too buttery, isn't it, AB? I know, I don't know. It's missed the point, basically. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Yeah. Very odd one. That I don't know what's going on with that at all. I don't know what's going on. They do. There is. I think it's Hellman's do some like, well, I guess they're dips, but they come in like squeezy jars, squeezy bottles or whatever. And they've got what I believe is meant to be a workable version of that, and it's not too bad actually. It's more like just a garlic dip of some kind. I don't know if it's based on something else. I thought it's based on the Papa John's one, but it actually works quite well. Shrimp on pizza, goodness me. Yes. I'm not a seafood fan. That's the one thing I'm not a big fan of. Yeah, seafood, I just don't. I'm not a massive meat fan generally, but seafood, yeah, I just can't. Yeah, things where you've got to basically do a dissection to eat your food is not for me. Stuffed crust pizzas, I don't mind them. I don't mind stuffed crust, but I tend to it tends to take up too much of the pizza for me. I don't mind sometimes. I remember I had I think Domino's did a hot dog stuffed crust once, and it was literally like a hot dog sausage all the way around through the crust. I remember getting one. I thought, well, just in case I don't like it, I'll get a regular one as well. And I basically got 2 large pizzas. I used to do this kind of thing. I've really stopped now. I used to basically have 2 large pizzas all to myself, and I would eat them all, you know. So yeah, yes. Hi Lul, how are you doing? Yes, yeah. And there's it. Well, yeah. Let's have a look. It's odd though on that one, isn't it? I think it's yeah. You're right. It is an odd one. That I think. I think it's just one where it's more of a maybe it's just more situational, the Indian takeaway, maybe, you know what I mean? You'd have it if you were with friends or if you're going out somewhere, but maybe the pizza, if you just think, well, I fancy a takeaway right now, what would I have? Or a chippy even, yeah. So interesting one. So chippy's not done too bad either. Yeah, interesting. I've not had a chippy for a long time because they always seem to close at random times in the UK. I don't know what's going on with that, but yeah, seafood, fish, like fish and like, yeah, even though I'm not a massive fan, I must say, but fish and chips is the kind of limit for me with seafood, I think. Yeah, so basically, long story short, when I get to 10 members, going to do a Domino's exclusive review for all members. So I've got a little counter, whatever on here, which may or may not work. There is one that's meant to work, but it's currently wrong. We can see it there. It's meant to be the one. It's gone up by 2 today. I don't know if it's attached to the subscribers by accident and they've got it the wrong way around. But this one hasn't moved. So who knows? But anyway, I can manually update it. You know, we'll see. And I've also got a graphic as well. So if you send a super chat or become a member, a nice little graphic will appear in the top right hand corner. So if you ever want to try it out, as I say, now's the time. But anyway, right. So I think I've got one. I'll leave it for a bit, Rick, actually. But I've got one that you might be interested in today. It did make me think if you want to saw it. Before I'm going to try these, had them in the backlog for a bit of some time. So yeah, Werther's Original Soft Caramels. Yes. Look at that. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. I like the stuffed crust, by the way. I meant to say the stuffed crust with I think is it Chicago Town or something do one where they've got like a sort of tomato puree in the crust. I quite like that one actually. That's very nice. But I guess the stuffed crust are working better with the dips and stuff. But the calories goes out off the charts, doesn't it, with pizzas? That's the problem. It's a dangerous game. There we go. Werther's Original Soft Caramels. Yeah, so there we go. So yeah, a bit of an odd one. I think Scotty was saying he's actually German Werther's, but I just thought they were like a traditional British kind of brand. You always seem that way. But I guess not. This is made by Stork. Yes, there we go. Yeah, interesting one. Yeah. What does it say? What's it got on the back? Anything interesting? Seems like the first language isn't English, so there we go. And soft caramel. There we go. Soft caramel. That's it. Suited for vegetarians. Any sort of palm oily type stuff in there? Palm fats. Yeah. I apologise for my nails, by the way. I've washed my car today, so my nails might be a bit dirty. So apologies for that. I've washed them a couple of times, but you know what it's like. So we got per 100 grams, 419 calories, 14.9 grams of fat, 8.9 of which are saturates, presumably. Yes, there we go. Yeah, interesting one then. Yeah. I got some of the addresses there. Yeah, so still Denmark. UK. It was they're Berlin. I was going to say it's a Dutch company, but Berlin. There we go. Yes, yeah. Never had Werther's AB. Yeah. No, okay, look, always had my nan's house alongside licorice all sorts. Yeah, an interesting one. Well, these are obviously a sort of, I guess the softer one. I think the more suckable aren't that's just random. They're quite a boiled sweet normally, and they're very interesting. I like the colour of them. They're not bad actually. Obviously, this is a softer chew one. So quite an interesting one. I'd be quite excited to see what these are like. I've never had these ones before. I had regular Werther's, and I do quite like it. They're nice. They're just a nice flavour, you know. Nice flavour. Yeah, nice flavour. Yes. Who's your favourite UK rapper group? Well, to be honest, I don't listen to music as much as I used to these days. My favourite's probably Radiohead. I've always liked Radiohead, to be honest with you. But we're not specific to one band. I quite like a lot of different music. Quite a lot of different genres as well. Not generally sort of, you know, some hip hop stuff, not necessarily sort of rapping as such, but yeah. I think probably I've always liked Rage Against the Machine. I think they've always been a bit of a fan of those. Like all sorts really, but yeah, it's just I can like anything, you know. I'm not specific to one genre, but there we go. Yeah. With the Blur Morrissey, not so bad. I've always been more of an Oasis fan, but I don't mind some of the later stuff by Blur. I think Think Tank, their album I quite like. Morrissey, not too bad. I've been to that place from Manchester in Salford. Was it Salford Boys Club? I've been there. I had some American friends over once, and we went there basically just to have photos taken. Yeah, so yeah, interesting. Yeah, what about you, Luli? What's your favourite? Yeah, I'll zoom down, show my new plate as well, see how it looks. If the contrast works, might be a complete disaster. There you go. So it's a bit of a, as I say, yeah, bit of a reflection there. I think the official done burnt nickel. I think is this. It's like a sort of got a few different colours on it. I don't know, but yeah, we'll see. Yeah, okay. Well, let's have a look. See what it's like. Anyway, it's a bit of a shine on it. So, don't know. Let's have a see. How's it looking? Not bad. Yeah, it's not bad actually, is it? There's no weird. The colours. I mean, the colour's not perfect. That might be down to the actual settings I've got on the camera. I kind of increased the settings a bit. You can see it's going a bit blue. We'll see how it goes. I'm just going to decrease the colour a bit just on the camera. Let's have a look. Don't know. Yeah, it is a bit blue. It has gone a bit blue, has to be said. As I say, that could be. Yeah, don't know. I might put the camera. I used to have to sort of reduce the brightness on it, but maybe I'll put it back up. I mean, I can change the contrast now. Maybe I have to do the contrast. Well, there you go. Yeah. Well, there is a saturation option here. Maybe I could have just decreased the saturation with the white plate. Maybe I could have just done that. Yeah. Let's have a look. Yeah. I don't know. It's gone a bit blue, hasn't it? It's gone a bit blue. I'll tell you what. Let's just. Perhaps I should have done this experimentation beforehand. So here's the white plate. So that looks all right at the moment, doesn't it? But sometimes it just tends to get oversaturated. So you can see now it's kind of going about a bit. Big Smiths fan. Yeah, I see. See, yes. Yeah, I don't mind Smiths on their own a bit more. Yeah. Morrissey's individual stuff wasn't too big a fan of, but the individual stuff, yeah, bit more of a fan of those. All right, Scott. Glad you could make it. Oh, good stuff. You think the black plate's okay? Do you? You can see the like you can see the colour of the actual thing now. You can see it goes blue now, can't you? Do you see the way it's gone blue? So that's my worry with it really. Whereas if I put the white one in, this is more the proper colour. You can see it's black. So I don't know what to make of that really. This is the real colour. It's not meant to be blue. I mean, it might look well. I mean, maybe it looks good, but I don't know if it's meant to be. Let's have a look. Can I? Just trying to see. I've lost the. Have a look, right? Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, because I could turn down the saturation on here. I think it goes a bit weird, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what to make it. We'll see how it goes anyway. Oh, the black plate works great. Yeah. Sorry, yes. Yeah, I don't know what to. As I say, it just went really blue. Yeah, it doesn't look. That's not right, really. I mean, I don't know. I don't really know. Oh dear. Yeah, a bit of a funny one, that, isn't it? I mean, I could brighten it up, have it down a bit, but it's not. Just trying to see. I mean, there's contrast here. Yeah, that's no good. Saturation, sharpness. There's all these different settings. There's white balance as well, but I think that's more. Something else. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, that's something else completely. Yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure what to make of that. Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking the white one would work, the black one would work really well, but it seems to be just a bit too blue. Yeah, I'll tell you what, we'll go with this one for the moment, just because until it starts going a bit funny, and then we'll see if we can alter it. But yeah, that's a bit of a shame. Oh well, okay. You can see like, wait, this has gone blue now. Look at it. All right. Well, we'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go with the black one for the moment, and we'll lift it up and see if it actually goes normal when I lift it up to the camera. You never know. Let's have a look. So there we go. That's a bit maybe better. I don't know. Yeah. It looks a bit. It's just a bit too. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not too happy with that. I don't know. Yeah, sorry about this, guys. I thought it'd be quite straightforward, this, and I thought it would just work quite easily. But yeah, yeah, I don't know. We'll do one review maybe. Let's try this review. See what happens. Let's see what happens with the black plate. Yeah. Let's say you can see the way it's quite blue. Yeah, it's just everything's got like a, don't know. Feels a bit more normal. It's got my hands in place. That's a bit more normal now. Yeah. All right. Well, let's see how we go. We're not here to review plates, are we? So let's. Okay. Well, we could. I don't know. Plate a low Roberto. What about that? Hey, good to see you, Scott. Hope you're doing all right, by the way. And how's the new job? Yeah. Well, I guess it's not so new now, is it? But I hope it's doing all right. I can't really open these very well, actually. Might just have to tear it, maybe. Wish try not to tear. Yeah, all right. Let's give it a bit of an open. There we go. Okay. That's open. So you can see there. Got a bit of empty space there, but pull them out. See how it's in. Okay. Not too bad then. So it smells quite nice. Nice toffee smell coming from it. Yeah, it's just caramels, but I'd say more. I don't know if toffee smell, but 5, 10. So it's 20 in here. Nice round number, which is good. I like that. Yeah, this seems to be okay. The black plate seems to have sorted itself out a bit now, doesn't it? Yeah, I think that looks all right now, actually. I don't know if it's because my hands are in place as well. If I move my hands out, maybe it goes a different colour. Maybe it's the sweets. Yeah, that looks okay. I'm happy with that now. Hope everyone's happy with that. And hi, Joe. How are you doing? Good to see you. Great to see you. Glad you can make it. I think Scotty's now a bit like you. He's working at the same time. We're trying out the new black plate or burnt nickel. I think it might be the official name. I'm not sure. I don't know. I think black's probably easier. Yes. But yeah. There we go. Anyway, yes, it seems to be working out. Actually, it started to go from a bit blue on my screen, but it seems to be perfect now. I think the addition of the chocolates are some different colours has helped. Yeah, still a bit brightish, but I'm happy with that. But yeah, hope you're doing okay, Joe. Hope you're doing all right. Yeah, hope everyone's doing okay. As I say, got a new member thing. So basically, when I get to 10 members, hopefully this will update automatically. It might not, but I can update it manually. We'll do a special exclusive Domino's review as well, by the way. And if you do super chats or join as a member, hopefully we'll get a nice image in the top right hand corner as well to celebrate the fact. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, so far so good, Joe. Yeah, I'm glad it looks alright to you. Yeah, AB said it. I mean, I think AB can see the future. I couldn't. It wouldn't look okay to me, but I think he was right. So obviously, better judgment of plate quality than me. Okay, so there we go. So let's see how it goes. And maybe if we, as we go along, it might. Yeah, you can see it's gone a bit blue in the background, but it did that anyway. Now I do apologise for the state of my nails, by the way. I've washed my car today, and it was very dirty, and I just couldn't get all the muck off. So you can see when a bit close up, it goes a bit too bright. But I could just lift the plate up actually. That will probably keep it relatively normal. Yeah, there we go. It's all right. Just got to work it out basically. Yeah, well, I haven't got 10 members yet, Jab, but when I do, I'll do a special. I've got 6 so far, 6 out of 10, basically. Yeah. When I get to 6, we'll do a special Domino's exclusive review for everyone. Yeah, so when I get to 10, rather, when I get to 10. So yes, it looks quite nice plain stuff on here. Let's give it an open. It's obviously a twist wrapper, quite soft. Not too bad. Yeah, it's very soft. Yeah, you can see it's not an actual cube or block or whatever. It's I don't know what you say. What's a rectangle? What's a 3D version of a rectangle? I'm not sure. Yeah, block. Yeah, it's a bit hard to find. I'm not going to measure with the calipers this one because basically it's just going to squidge into it. Yeah, so there we go. So it's got a nice way to see. It's almost like it's sliding actually. It's so soft. Not that warm in the house today. It's about 5 centimeters. Oh no, 4 centimeters long. So I started on 1 for some reason. If you can make that out, it's almost sticking to the ruler there. About 4 centimeters, pretty much. And the width, for what it's worth, about 1.4. Yes, there we go. And height again, probably about 1.2. Yeah, not too bad. Going to be a bit of a chew on this one. I think it's going to be doing okay. Yeah, glad you're doing all right, Joe. Good to see you again, as I say. I hope. Are you working today, Joe? Are you working in inverted? in quotes, but yeah, maybe you're getting in trouble either way. But yeah, so I'm pleased with this black plate. Yeah, it looks good. I think it's definitely this looks perfect actually as it stands right now. I'm quite happy with this colour. So yeah, I think it's definitely the way forward. So yeah, good stuff. I was a bit worried at first when it didn't work, but there we go. Right, so let's lift myself up then. Give one of these a taste. Quite excited for these. They do look quite nice actually. Yes, hello again. So I think I did reduce the colour there, so I'd still have to. I don't know. Maybe I look alright, but I feel like I look a bit too dark. Like that doesn't look natural to me. So I'll just up the brightness a bit. Okay, there we go. Right, so I might be chewing for some time this one, so we'll see. But maybe I'll bite half of it and show you the inside. So okay, let's give it a taste. Cool. Goodness me. So very soft. As expected, soft caramel. More toffee, I would say, for me. I associate caramel with more runny. Well, I don't know. I don't know really. Just a bit. Yeah. The sort of chewy caramel from roses I associate with being a bit more caramel. This is a bit more toffee-like for me. It's quite nice actually. It's quite nice. Very chewy. It does last a bit of time. Has that rich, buttery, Werther's Original type taste that you get. Obviously in the boiled sweet version, which is the original. Werther's Original. The original Werther's Original. It's not so bad. I think it's not too bad actually. This one it gives you like a nicer, more sort of quicker flavour than the actual boiled sweet version, because of course you basically have to suck that one for a long time and give you the flavour over time. This one you get it quite quickly, but still getting a good substance actually, because you've got a lot of chew to it. It's still there now. It's quite soft, but it's chewy. Oh, you don't work on Saturdays, RJ? Okay, good stuff. Yeah, I guess it's stash watch, isn't it, when you're working, or sometimes, or just come back from work or whatever. Yeah, okay, not too bad. Oh, good. Well, I'm glad you don't get in trouble. That's good. Yeah, so these ones aren't too bad, really. I don't mind these. I think they're a nice alternative to the proper one. I think they give you the same hit, really, but I think for me a bit better because I say they're a bit more chewy. You can sort of chew the original ones when they're sort of the boiled sweet version. After a time, they're a bit too hard at first. But I think these are a nice alternative, nice chew. Yeah, an interesting flavour, really. I quite like these. As I say, I don't think they're going to sort of knock your socks off, blow your socks off, or do anything with your socks, really. I mean, well, maybe ruffle them slightly, but yeah, I think they're pretty good. These, I quite like them. I'm just what to rate them, really. I think they're a nice chew, so I don't think they're going to sort of wow you or anything like that. But they are soft enough. You can see this one's actually been a bit crushed somehow, but they generally kept the shape. But I could tell it seemed to almost be flowing when I was holding it. It's not, I'd say, not that warm. There are the studio lights and stuff in here, but I don't think it's that warm. It's definitely been warmer when I've done reviews. I think they're okay. I don't know whether I don't think I can quite give them. I don't know. There's a nice chew to them. I think they're just. It'd be nice, when you got I always complain about Cadbury's eclairs, they're a bit boring. They've got like this sort of, a bit like the boiled sweet or a harder version of this surrounding them, and the inside they've got a bit of chocolate, but it just doesn't, they're just not very nice. Well, this one I think will be really good. I don't know why they're not very nice when it's a similar, they just don't pull it off as well. But these ones would be great if they had something inside, like a chocolate bit in the middle or a chocolate surround or something. They'd be really good, and I don't know if Werther's do one. I think that would push them up to the next level. But as it stands, I think it's probably, 3.5 out of 5, I think, for me. I think 3.5 out of 5. Yeah. You got work tonight, have you, little Larcy? What a pain. Night shift. What time do you start? What time do you finish then? Is it something like 7 till 7 or something? Well, that's quite a long hour at night, that. But, yeah. I think the night shifts can be okay if you can get your head round it. If you can manage to not sleep too much and get up almost at a reasonable time that you would normally have. And then you can kind of get best of both worlds almost. But it's difficult, that. 11 to 11, that's not good then. You're not going to... Yeah, it's going to be difficult, that then, isn't it? Yeah. If you finished at 6 or something, you could potentially get home for 7, then sleep 4 or 5 hours and get up at a reasonable time and, but obviously 11 to 11, it's going to be a tough one, that. Yeah. Well, I hope it goes well anyway. Fingers crossed. Yeah, fingers crossed. Yeah, I used to work back in the day. I think 10 till 10 on the Sunday, but it wasn't in the. It was the day, but it was a long day. 12 hours on a Sunday. It was. I worked. Yeah, so it was a bit of a pain. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's a nightmare. Sometimes yeah, I can see what you mean, Lul. There. Yeah, I have a problem with. I often like to stay up quite late, and if I have some time off or something, it can get worse and worse. So basically, I'm going to bed at sort of 5 in the morning, and I can start getting up really late and stuff, and it becomes a nightmare, and it's a real pain to sort yourself out. It really is. So yeah, I know how you feel. Yeah, but well, hopefully you keep on top of it anyway, and difficult though, really, isn't it? It is difficult. Yeah. I guess it helps though being in the summer months. Obviously, you'll still see some daylight then. Imagine in the winter time, it might be quite difficult because it's all dark and maybe a bit light when you get home, but then it'll be dark when you get up. Yeah, but well, yeah. Well, I hope it goes well anyway. Hope it goes well. Yes. So yeah, so Werther's original soft caramels. I recommend these ones. I think they're quite nice. I say I think the scores probably makes it sound worse than they are. I just don't think there's any sort of massive wow, factor in there. I try to sort of difficult to review things really and be consistent, of course, but I try to be. And I think over 3 is basically something that's pretty good. I think 3 is an average. Sort of a 4 is basically well above average, and and I guess a 5 is sort of outstanding for one reason or another. It can be different reasons that make something really nice, but that's how I generally try to do it. Yeah. All right, so let's move on a bit then. Yeah, so what have we got next? So should we do the Rick special? Maybe I'll leave it a bit longer, keep ricking the suspenders a bit longer. Yeah, let's try these ones. We need to get these reviewed, actually. Yeah, let's see. Yes, raspberry and coconut ruffles. There we go. Yeah, we need to review these for some time, really. So, obviously, not known for my love of coconut, but interesting one all the same. So raspberry flavour coconut fondant covered with dark chocolate. So it sounds interesting. And I've been a bit of a fan of flavoured coconut basically. It seemed to work for me in the past, so I'm quite interested in these ones. I do review some ice cream. I'm going to do I think a 1,500 special this week hopefully, or today or tomorrow or something. Probably Ben and Joe's Baked Alaska, but generally the ice cream reviews are for members only. I don't tend to review them. Yeah, so it's one of those. Basically. So I review them for the members is the gist of it. So yeah. So there are some decent reviews on there. I've got about 40 reviews actually, some of which are ice cream, some of them are chocolate spreads and stuff. Yeah, so that's where I put them because I normally wasn't going to do them, you see, but then I did in the end. And hi Zach, how you doing? Yeah, great to see you. Favorite chocolate? Well, difficult question that one. Long story short, I do quite like Reese's Sticks and Kit Kat Chunky Peanut Butter, both quite similar ones, but I do like them a lot. Yeah, so yes, is it. So I do quite. They're probably my two. But I have liked the Phaser Finnish company did a white chocolate sort of travel edition with raspberry flavouring and licorice bits in, which doesn't sound very nice. I'm not a fan of licorice generally, but this one actually worked. That was a really nice one, but you can't get it anymore. I really like that one. So yeah, generally I quite like dairy milk as well. Yeah. Very difficult question that one though. I'm going to do a top. Top chocolates of all time at some point, but this at the end of the year we'll be doing top chocolates of 2021. I did do a top chocolates of all time about 4 years ago, but it might be a bit. Well, I'm going to do a newer one basically soon. Yeah, this is just a bit. Yes, there we go. Yeah, sorry, Lul, I can't quite understand that. On loose, yes, I'm not sure that. I don't know if that's a typo, if it means something I just don't understand, but yeah. But yes, member reviews, yeah, so basically, if you become a member, you get loads of that, 40 odd. I do a new one every Sunday, basically, so I do keep them at it. So if you plan to become a member, and when I got 10 members, we'll do a special, Domino's review as well. So there we go. Yeah, I'll probably do a vote for which Domino's pizza to review as well. And I'll probably do it in increments of 5. Every 5 members, we'll do a special review. So, yeah. Hopefully you enjoy it anyway, if you do become a member. But so we go Ruffles. Yes, so I think we'll got anything else of interest to say on them? Probably. Let's have a look. Yeah, what's your favourite chocolate then, by the way, guys? Yeah, let me know what yours are. Yeah, let's have a see. Produced by Valio Confectionery. Okay. December 2021. You're not suitable for children under 36 months, it says. I'm not sure why that is. I don't think there's small bits in it, whatever it is. So 400 grams, 460 calories, 19.3 grams of fat, 15.4 which are saturates. So That's well below the typical 500 to 550 that most chocolates seem to have. Then per 26 gram bar, 120 calories, 5 grams of fat, 4 of which are saturated. So, yeah, pretty high in saturated fat. 80% of the fat it is, yeah. Milky Bar, yeah, Milky Bars are nice. Yes, do quite like Milky Bars, yeah. I think it's probably the best white chocolate actually, Zach. I do agree with you there. Really nice. I think it was. I think I did give it a 5 out of 5 actually. Very nice. Yeah, I do like their white chocolate. Very good. Yeah, these fruity ones. Yeah, I'm a bit worried. I don't mind the fruity one side, but it's more the coconut I'm a bit worried about. Oh, thank you, Joe. Well, if I get there, as I say, I've only got 6 at the moment, but if I get to 10, that'd be great. We'll see, though. We'll see. You know, but it's but yeah, as I say, just a bit of an. Basically, different tiers get different things, but when obviously if I get to 10, every member will get an exclusive review there. So yeah, as in that'll be for everyone. Fuse bars, yes. I know a lot of people like the fuse bars. Yeah, I know that Indian version came out. It wasn't really the same, but yeah. Back about statutory rights. So let's have a look. I didn't see that. Let's see. Yeah, I should have done a bit more. Statutory rights. Make judgment trace of milk. Cocoa size 45% minimum. Dark chocolate contains. Flavouring. I can't see anything there. Have I missed it? A bit. I'm just going to turn the brightness down a bit because it's becoming a bit too bright. There we go. Should have done it. There we go. Okay. I can't see anything about statutory rights. Where have you seen it? It's top left. Still can't see it. Oh yes, there we go. Yes, sorry, I can see it now. Yes, yeah. Yeah, it's about returning it, I guess. It's just saying if you're not happy with it, you can return it. But yeah, it doesn't affect your statutory rights. I'm guessing. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what your statutory rights technically are. I'm assuming it means you could probably just return it to the regular address, or if you returned it to them, you still get a refund or something. But yeah, it's just one. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, but yeah, I think it just means basically you can return it, and it doesn't affect how you would normally get treated if you didn't like the product, had any problems with it. Yeah, I guess so. Because you're entitled to return stuff basically if it's the poor quality or whatever. So I'm assuming it just means, you can return it to them, and whatever rights you had before are still in place. Vegan chocolate, yes. Wow, you're vegan, Isaac. Well, long story short is I do, but not as much. Yeah, basically. So, yeah, I do basically. So I've got there's a vegan playlist, and there's only a couple in there at the moment. Some things are accidentally vegan, a vegan friend says. Kind of vegan, yeah. Well, no way, I understand. It's difficult, I must say. Yeah, basically, there is a vegan playlist. There's not much in it at the moment. And some things are sort of accidentally vegan, as a vegan friend calls it, where it's basically dark chocolate and nothing else that's milk-based. So yeah, so if you keep it, I've got about 5 vegan bars to review, and I'm hoping to do a lot of them soon. So yeah, so basically, long story short is yes. But some things might not be in that playlist that are vegan because they just don't specifically say they're vegan, or didn't in the past. I think it's a bit more, what's the word? I think basically in the old days, if you put vegan on the pack, it would be a sign of, it would be a negative thing almost. People, if it wasn't aimed at vegans, basically. But nowadays, I think it's a bit more trendy, maybe you'd say. So yeah, so I think they're more likely to say it nowadays. But yes, right. Yes, let's give these an open then. There's a bit of flourishes going on here. You can clearly see massive flourishes here. So it doesn't. I mean, look at this. So we move these to the edge of the wrapper. You can see here it's not beyond the realms of imagination that we could fit in another bar there. So yeah, so we could. It's only got 5, but there's room for 6 as far as the area of the wrapper goes. I know some of it's crimped and stuff, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, so there we go. For vegans, recommend for vegan chocolates, or just generally. Probably not the best vegan's a difficult one because a lot of vegan chocolate, it's just not as nice, unfortunately, because in my eyes at least, of course, I'm sure it's better than nothing, but it's very difficult, Galaxy do a lot of in the vegan range, but they tend to, I think for me, difficult one. Long story short is I really like a Finnish brand called Phaser. I think they really do some really nice chocolate. I really like that, but it might be a bit difficult to get. Obviously, you have to import it. Basically, it's not too expensive, but you still have to do that. I do like Kit Kat Chunkies. I always like Dairy Milks as well. Generally, obviously, I think dark chocolate wise though, which might be more of an interest to you. I think the ones I've quite liked. I think I quite like Cadbury Bourneville's a dark chocolate one. Now I don't know. You have to look out for this one because there's been some reports lately. Someone was saying that it's not necessarily vegan, even though it's dark chocolate. So be careful of that. So might be worth checking out. So generally it's a difficult one for dark chocolate. I think. And vegan products. I think, but I think for myself, as I say, I really like Dairy Milk chocolate, Cadbury's Whisper, Kit Kat Chunkies. I like peanut butter, especially the peanut butter one. I would definitely check out Phaser if you can. That's a really nice company, and you can get them at a relatively good price. Not too bad. Anything else specifically? Cadbury, if you check out B&M as well, they have a lot of good imports and Australian imports. So not daily. Generally, I do Saturdays and Wednesdays, and every second Friday I do a premiere as well. So I'll be in the chat. So I do a couple basically. The only reason I don't do daily is because I can't really I can't eat this much chocolate every day. Unfortunately, I would just put on too much weight. So as much as I'd like to, I mean, I might do more and more types of streams as things goes on. As I get more and more members, I can sort of the channel could sort of control itself almost, because obviously if there's more people chatting, then there'd be more worthwhile for me to do. A stream where I'm not necessarily reviewing anything, just discussing things, with yourself and the members. We can all have a bit of a chat, basically. So it's just, but so as I get more subscribers, more members, things like this, I'm gonna push doing more and more things. Is the gist of it. Right. So yes, let's have a look. So let's see. So raspberry. I'm surprised this one isn't vegan actually, but it must have something in it that's not. Let's just have a look. Maybe it's the colour or something. Because I think it said suitable vegetarians, didn't it? But it didn't say. Just trying to see what it could be that makes it not suitable for vegans. I don't know if it's desiccated coconut. I don't know if that contains milk in it. It says it may contain traces of milk, it says. So that's probably why. Now, it's a funny one, this actually, Zach, because me and Joe specifically always comment on this. And they are the Galaxy vegan bars. They say it's a vegan. It literally is advertised as a vegan bar, but it says may contain milk in the top right-hand corner. So clearly, that to me, it's like we always say this with Joe. It's like a meat-free product saying it might contain meat suitable, advertising as a vegetarian product. You can't get away with doing that, so you can't do that for vegans. So this product here has actually been proper. It's not labelled as a vegan product because it might contain traces of milk. And the Galaxy vegan bars say the same, but they still label it. They specifically literally say vegan in massive letters. It's a vegan bar. And it also says it's not suitable for people with milk allergies. So it's a bit of a. I think that's really wrong, that. But there we go. Wednesday, Zach. Wednesday will be the next one. I do a Wednesday live, basically. I might do some reviews tomorrow, but Wednesday will be the next one. So if you subscribe, click the bell icon, stuff like that, you'll know for when I do stuff and things like this. So I am also on Discord as well. The link's in probably the description as well. So you can perhaps catch me there. And other members of the community as well. Right, so that's, so we've also got the flourishes on the bar, but they are squished up a bit, so that's, don't think they're going to matter too much. Okay, so let's just move these to one side. Let's give this a bit of an open then. Okay. So you can see very white there, can't you? I think that's possibly, it's still well in date, so there's nothing in December, it said. December 2021. So very white. It's usually when the fat separates from the chocolate, I think. So I'm not Might just be the way it is, or it could be the oil from the coconut. I don't know. Give a bit of a measure then. Let's have a see. Yeah, let's have a look. Yeah, so I have to be careful I don't squish. It's a bit soft, this one, so do it proper. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so about 8.2 centimeters there. And the height. So do some intense measurements. A bit hard to do this one actually because it's a bit. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the height about 1.3. Yeah, and the width about 2.9. There we go. Okay, interesting. So let's give it a bit of a chop. So chop it in half. So it looks like on the inside. Okay, definitely not too bad. Definitely a lot better than that. Which one was one we did the other week? Cherry ripe or something, wasn't it? That Cadbury Australia cherry ripe, which was just looked like a bit like human flesh, unfortunately, when we opened it. Not not very pleasant at all. So you can see there, it looks okay. You can see it's got bits of raspberry and musubi and the coconut as well. It looks all right, that. I think if you look at the front of the product as well, I think that's a reasonable interpretation. Obviously, the chocolate's not that great. But actually inside, I think that's a reason. Obviously, it's a bit more beautified on the packet, a bit more symmetrical and things, but not too bad. Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, it does look an interesting one, doesn't it? It does look an interesting one. Whether it tastes nice, Zach, is the other thing. But who knows? Yeah, see, Jow, yeah, exactly. It's really bad, really. And as I say, yeah, as like I was saying to Zach, Jow, this one does it really well, this one. It actually doesn't, it's not suitable for vegans. It doesn't claim to be. Whereas the very same thing for Galaxy does say that, so it's ridiculous, that really. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to lift myself up then. Right, let's have a look. Okay, apologies if you can hear. I don't think you can. This is a... Yeah, no, I don't think you can hear. I've got my washing machine. I just forgot to stop my washing machine. It's on in the background, but I don't think you can hear it, so that's okay. Okay, so put the brightness up a bit. But if you can, that's what it is. Yeah, sorry about that. Yes. Hi, Audley, how are you doing? Yes, good to see you. Yes, I've not done your advice of short stuff. Yes, although maybe at some point, but I just think I'm incapable of short things. But I hope you're doing alright. Good to see you again. Let's give this one a taste. Let's see. I'm not a big coconut fan generally, but the flavoured ones, who knows? That's not bad, you know. Definitely coconut. It's got that texture of coconut, which I never used to like, but I don't mind it as much as I used to. This is not bad, actually. It's got quite a good raspberry flavour. It's quite strong, actually. It's quite a strong flavour. Is it too strong? It's not bad at all, that, you know. I quite like this one. I think if you're a fan of coconut, this is definitely for you. And it's got a very strong raspberry flavour, actually. It's not subtle at all. Maybe it's a bit too strong. It catches on my throat a bit. But I think this actually hits the spot. I think this is actually a pretty good product, to be honest with you. I thought it was going to be a bit of a cheap. It's not one you see very often, actually. I'm quite impressed with this. And the chocolate, I know the chocolate's all a bit, you know, doesn't look the best, but it's perfectly fine to eat it. And can't taste it too much. You know, does a good job. Yeah, I don't. Oh yes, Isaac. I don't. Yeah, I give things out of 5. By the way, I don't give things out of 10. I could talk about it for an hour, but I'll try and keep it brief. Basically, I don't like giving scores out of 10 because what's the difference between a 2 and a 3 out of 10? There's no real difference, is there? You know, and a 6 and a 7 maybe. You know, there's too many. Now, what I do is I do give half marks, so technically you could say it's out of 10. But the thing is, it's more to differentiate between other results, basically. So if it's 3.5, for instance, it's just above average. You know, it just keeps them a bit more, gives them a bit more of a context, basically, is the gist of it. So you can actually appreciate what the actual mark means. Because as I say, you know, a 2 out of 10 means nothing. You know, and you often find people give stuff out of 10. They only ever give things like a 5 at least, maybe, or a 1. You know, they never, because there's never any points after the marks, you see. So there we go. But yes, I'll give you 2 in a second. Yeah, so I quite like it though. I think let's say I think it's just a bit too strong though for me. I think it's a bit yeah, I think the let's just have another go. Hmm. I mean, it's actually pretty good. I'd say for me, I'm not a big coconut fan, but I still, you know, and growing on me, definitely for sure. And I'd say these flavours are pretty nice, and I quite like this one. I think it's just got a good flavour to it actually. And I'd say the dark chocolate is a bit weak. You're not going to get much of a dark chocolate taste from it, but it's still there. And even though it does go a bit discoloured, or at least has in my case, you can still taste it perfectly fine. It's not affected by it. As I say, I think the textures are pretty good. Yeah, I think for me it's definitely well above average. I think I don't know if I can give it over 4. I think it's, but I think if you're a massive coconut fan, this is probably a 5 out of 5 for you for sure. But it is a bit strong on the raspberry flavour. But I think for me it's yeah, it's a good 4 out of 5. Yeah, I quite like that. I think that's good. Or you could say 8 out of 10 if you want that. You could double it to get out of 10. I guess. Yeah, that's really good. That well above average. Yeah, I like that a lot. That's really good. That was really good. Really surprised actually. There's only good things to say about that one. I don't know. The reason it's not any higher than that, I think, is probably because I'm just not. I think it's just a bit too strong with the flavouring, basically. Maybe if it had something a bit more going on with it, maybe a thicker chocolate, maybe, or the chocolate's a bit stronger. I'm not sure. Maybe if it wasn't coconut as well, I don't know. But as I say, well, coconut would totally change it. But for me, I'm not a massive coconut fan, but I actually appreciated that quite a lot. But yeah, very nice. Recommend that one, especially if you like coconut. Yeah, and obviously raspberry. Yeah, so what we've got next. I don't know if Rick's still about, but if he is, we'll do his special treat. Let's see. Let's clean the plate a bit. I guess the other thing with the black plate as well is it kind of keeps the mess off. Yeah, so here we go. So yes, another one. We had the Swedish fish last week, but now we've got the fizzy fish. And it is actually Maynard's Bassets as well this time. Yeah, you can actually see. So natural colours and flavours. Yeah. Sour as well. Look at that. The sour. I forgot it. Didn't realise it said sour. That's well up my street. I like sour sweets. So yeah. Very interesting one, this one. Going to be a lot of sugar, I think. We've got a few flavours as well. Got the orange, strawberry, blackcurrant and lime flavours. So there we go. Natural colours, natural flavours. Fruit flavoured gums with a sour sugar coating. There we go. Anything interesting on there? Ingredients? I don't think so. Not sure about vegan. If it's applicable, suitable for vegans. I'm not sure. Might have some chewy stuff in, but I don't know. 24 sweets per bag apparently. Each 4 sweets, 26 grams contains. We'll look at that in a second. 92 calories. Not bad that. Less than 0.1 gram of fat and saturates. Per 100 grams, 352 calories. And again with the saturates and fat, less than 0.1. And the bag is 160 grams there. So I think for the whole thing then, yes, you only add 40% onto that, so roughly half of that, roughly. Yes, around 430 calories for the whole bag, maybe. Maybe a bit more than that, actually, sorry, yeah. 400, yeah, well, sorry, about 400 and 500 and, I don't know, actually, I can't remember. About 500 calories, probably, a bit less than 500 calories, I think, for the whole bag. 40% of that, so it's about 150, so a bit less than 500, but 580 something, 480, sorry. Okay. My maths today, honestly, my maths speech as well. There we go. But yeah, interesting one. Yeah, let's give these a bit of an open. I don't think there's much more to sort of say about it, I don't think. Let's yeah, give them an open. And they're quite interesting, these. I quite like sour sweets, by the way, so I'm a bit biased with these. Sour sweets are my jelly sweets to go to. I didn't realise they were sour ones actually. I thought they were just regular ones. That's quite a nice surprise for me. So obviously these are going to be rated slightly differently than the chocolate by the fact that they're not quite on the same scale. But who knows? Yeah, so reduce the brightness a bit there. So there we are. Yes. Now, I don't know if I'll pour all these out because there's going to be a load of sugar at the bottom. So we'll see. But who knows? I might do. Let's try and. There we go. So you can see there, lots not really filling the bag, but that's typical of these kind of things. You rarely do. So look at the distribution again. I won't pour them out because I say I'll get a load of sugar, probably. Probably get that anyway. Yes, we'll see how many we get of each one. Distribution is important for these things. There we go. So here's a bit of sugar left at the bottom. Not too much actually. I've definitely seen worse. Yeah, you can just about see that little bit there. Right, so move those away. Right, so let's see what we've got then, distribution-wise. Let's have a look. Yes, definitely. Yeah, you're a fan of these kind of things, Joe. I really like these as well. I do like these. Yeah. The distribution looks reasonable actually at first glance. Now, you have seen, as you know, some of my reviews that a lot of these distributions can be terrible. Now, I say they're quite good, but we've definitely got a lot more of the red ones than we have of the others. The ones are quite normal, 5, 5, 6, but these ones have got 9. So imagine if we just took one of each of these away, we'd have 7, 6, 6, 6. So why can't they do that? So it's a bit rubbish that, but it's not. I've definitely seen worse. I've seen ones, as you've probably seen, where you've only got 2. It's been a bit like this, but you've got 2, and then one of the others has got the 3 extra, something like that. So this is actually not too bad. Because some of them, as I say, if you gave your friend one and then you don't have one left. But yeah, looks okay, these. Not too bad. So as I say, we've got black currant, orange, I think. Yeah, strawberry and lime. There we go. All right, let's lift myself up then. I think we'll give them a bit of a measure, actually. Why not? We'll give them a measure. I don't want this obsession with fishes on some of these sweets, but there we go. I think it's a Maynard's thing. I'm not sure Bass's. So 5.2 centimetres in width. Or length, and the height at the peak is about 1.9, and the width of these about 0.7, I think, maybe 0.8. Okay, let's give these a taste. I'm quite excited for these ones. Yeah, I do like sour sweets, so we'll see. Probably get quite they're probably relatively typical, but they do look quite interesting. Let's have a look. Okay. Right, here we go. All right, we'll start with the one we got the most of at first. It's the, was it strawberry, did it say? Yes, it's good to go. Let's do it. Oh, wow, a bit sour. Got a nice softness to them. Actually quite soft. But chewy, as you could probably tell. Not bad at all. The Swedish fish that we did last week had a very sort of dull flavour. I don't mean dull as in boring. Well, you could maybe argue that, but it was very sort of slight and not really much of much. It had a bit of a funny taste to it. But these ones are specific flavours, and that did taste quite nice of strawberry actually. A good strawberry flavour, that one. Quite sour as well. Okay, let's try the orange flavour. Let's give it a go. Again, distinctly orange. Sometimes the flavours can be a bit washed out and a bit, you have something like Skittles, so it's been quite difficult really to taste the specific flavour, and you have some weird stuff that catches in your throat and things, just a bit odd flavours. But this one, yeah, not bad at all, that. Another nice one. Good flavour, that as well. It's a good flavour, that. I enjoyed that. Let's try the, was it just lime or lemon and lime? Lime flavour. Okay, let's give it a go. Well, yeah, but a bit citrusy for sure. Yeah, I'm not sure what it must be, Joe. Must be must be something you add to the sugar, but I don't know what it is. Yeah. It's got acidity regulator, sodium hydroxide. I don't know if that's what it is. Yeah, as I say, you can see there. I don't know. Yeah, not sure. Citric acid, tartaric acid. Yeah, I'm not sure. Interesting though, interesting. Yeah. But yeah, it's very nice this one as well. It was quite a nice sort of limey, lemony flavour really. It didn't really add to the sourness of it. It's more the actual sour sugar, I guess, was doing the sour flavour. It wasn't really soured by the lime of it, if that makes sense. Let's try the blackcurrant one now. Typically my favourite ones, the purple ones. Really distinct flavours, these, you know, they really are. It's definitely blackcurrant. I've definitely, compared to something like Skittles or something where you have these flavours and you don't really taste that strongly of what they are. These really do. And they're very nice. They're not overly sour. They're quite sweet as well because of the flavours. But they've got the sour sugar. They're really nice, these, actually. Yeah, I think I'm really impressed with these. As I say, I am a fan of sour sweets. I like jelly sweets as well. I think these are really good. I think the distribution is pretty good as well. I realised the stronger ones did have they could have had 3 less and given 1 to the other flavours, and then they would almost be perfect. But it's not been too bad at all. That I've definitely seen worse. And I was impressed with that. I think no, these are really good. I think as sweets go, obviously they're on a different scale than chocolates and things. I think these ones are. I haven't got more. You know, the nice sour sweets, nice, not too sour, but it doesn't detract from the flavours. You still get the sweet flavour of each of them. They're all distinctly flavoured. You know, you can definitely tell the difference between them. It's definitely strawberry, definitely orange, definitely blackcurrant, definitely lime. Although the lime one's a bit harder because you obviously usually have lemons or something. It's just a citrus flavour. But even so, no, I was very impressed with these. I think I can't really fault them really as the sweet goes. I'm just trying to think. You know, I think as far as sour sweets goes and the taste and the sweetness, the flavour, the consistency, was all pretty much spot on really. So I think these are 5 out of 5. I really like those. They're really nice, really nice. I don't think there's anything I could improve upon them. Now that's not to say that you know, these are better than say a 5 out of 5 Ben and Jerry's, you know, something like that, because they're just different types of product basically. But for a sort of sweet, a jelly sweet, sour sweet, is really nice. Just ticked all the boxes and was pretty much perfect, I think, and they had just was really nice. Lovely sweet, that one. Yeah, very happy with those. As I say though, they are it's a different scale as such from, you know, of chocolates and things like this, I would say. So, you know, it's not really comparable, a 5 out of 5 chocolate with a 5 out of 5 jelly sweet, but yeah, I couldn't really find any problem with those at all. It was just nice flavours, distinct flavours, nice texture, sour but sweet, good distribution, nice size to it all, lovely. Yeah, 5 out of 5. Yeah, nice surprise, that one. That was well, don't know. Yeah, I wasn't expecting. I don't know. I wasn't expecting it to be sour, and it just all worked perfect. The flavours, as I say, really good, and not just like you have wine gums or something where they're flavoured, but they don't taste really of the flavour. These ones literally tasted like what they're meant to. I was very impressed with those. I can't, perhaps didn't emphasise that enough, but the flavours on them were pretty spot on. They really were spot on. But yeah, let's have a look what else we got now. Let's have a see. So yeah, let's have a look. Let's get back on some chocolate now. Why not? Found these. Don't know where I found them. Kraft Brothers or Kraft Bros. Milk chocolates. Oh so heavenly. Honeycomb bites. Hunky crunchy honeycomb, fully covered in creamy milk chocolate. Yeah, look at that. Well, yeah, not bad at all. Not bad at all. Yeah, before I continue on, by the way, what's the poll looking like? Not bad. Well, it's quite clever. Wow, look at this. Pizza and Chippy are both 36%. Indian and Chinese both on, well, yeah, a bit, yeah, about half. Yeah, so 18% and 9%. Yeah. Interesting on that one. Yes, your vote could be the winner, so yes, there's still time. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, so these look very nice, don't they, these ones? I guess they're sort of like an independent company. Hunky Crunchy Honeycomb, fully covered in creamy milk chocolate. Let's have a look. Look at that. A tasty bottom. There we go. Okay. Not sure what to make of that, but there we go. So yeah, so what's it got on? What does it say? So there's a bit of blurb on the back. They usually do sort of independent sort of places. So Kraft Brothers was born in a small shop in Greenwich Market, London, setting out to make the finest handcrafted treats reimagined from their favourite snacks from their childhood. The people of London went cock-a-hoop at the boys' incredible delights, and from that day forward they spent every day concocting delicious bites of tasting joy. We hope you enjoy our handcrafted treat as much as we enjoyed making it for you. There we go. So made with renewable energy, apparently. Gluten-free, no palm oil. There we are. Okay, interesting. Yeah, so that's usually another sign of a sort of independent company. They tend to go out of the way to sort of like, you know, hit these targets. You know, milk chocolate with a honeycomb centre, weight 90 grams. So made in Taste Britain, it says, if I can say it. Milk chocolate contains 39%. Well, milk chocolate 39%. Yeah. All right. Well, not sure. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, but there we go. 39% of it is milk chocolate. I think that was what it means. Okay, yeah, there we are. So it may contain peanuts and nuts, suitable for vegetarians, gluten-free. The calories per 100 grams, 437 calories, 7.3 grams of fat, 6.9 of which are saturated, so well under the 500 to 550 that most chocolates have. So I guess there's more honeycomb in it though. Per 30 gram serving, 131 calories, 3.4 grams of fat, 2.1 of which are saturated. That's a third of the bag. So yeah, so it's obviously 393 calories for the whole thing, 10.2 grams of fat, 6.3 of which are saturated, if I worked it out right, for the whole bag. There we go, yeah, not bad. Looks like crunchy minis do a bit, Rick, they do, yes. And did you see that review I did a second ago, Rick? You might have missed it. Hopefully you didn't. But yeah, fizzing fish jellies, Maynard's Bassets. Yes, you might have missed it. You might have missed it. You have to go back and watch it if you did, yes. But yes, yeah, okay, looks an interesting one. Got a nice open bar. I think it looks quite nice, really. The bag's quite nice. I think I got these from B&M as well, so it wasn't like a market supermarket or anything. I think B&M is quite, you know, known for its value, so yeah. I think these will be quite interesting, these ones. Let's give them a go. Right, let's have a see. Let's have a look. Yeah, so as I say, if anyone does fancy ever sending a super chat or anything, now's a good time to test the new graphics, see if they work. But don't feel obliged, of course. But I'm intrigued to see whether it will actually work. Hopefully it will. But maybe we'll keep it as a surprise for whenever someone does. But there we go. Ooh, got lots of lots of sugar on the plate actually that I couldn't see. So might just have to yeah, you can see it in the dark. I'll just wipe it off, I think. Give me a second. Okay, there we go. There's lots of yeah, sugar on there basically. Yes. Okay, let's do a bit more. Okay, there we go. Might be alright. Yeah, okay, let's see what he's like. They look quite interesting. Crunchy minis, as Rick says. I think he's probably right there. It does look an interesting one. You can see there, look at that. There's hardly any in that. I mean, I know it's an independent company, but that doesn't mean they can rip us off. I mean, look at this. Have I changed the brightness on this? I think I did. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look at that. Just how empty it is. I mean, and don't forget we had the tear at the top, so it's, you know, it's really ridiculous that, isn't it? That's ridiculous that. So you can say it's well over half the bag is just nothing, and they're not really even that spaced out, you know, there's just not much in it. Let's tip them out. Look at that, there's not. Yeah, it's empty now. There's really not much in that at all. I realise they're quite big, but you know. Yeah. So a third of the bag, so about 3 of them, I think. So yeah, so quite high in calories, really. Yeah, about 130 calories for these 3 things, apparently. But you know, it might be slightly different. But yeah, okay, all right. Well, let's have a look into them, and we'll give a. Don't we can quite measure them too accurately. I think they're meant to broadly look like. I don't want them meant to look like really. Yeah, they've got like a. That's the bottom of one. They're all a bit funny shaped. Okay. Also, you'd think that would be the bottom there, but it's not. There's the tyre tracks. I don't think there's much point measuring these. I think they're all too random. Yeah, they're all very we'll measure well. Yeah, they're all very random. I don't think there's much point, but we'll measure one just to get some sense of scale. We'll look at 2 centimeters exactly. Measure at the top. It's flat at the bottom. And measure middle actually. About 2.3 centimeters there. Yeah. Okay. Well, there we go. We'll give one a cut then. We'll just wipe the ruffle off my knife. Okay. Right. We'll give this big one a cut. That's quite hard. Goodness me, I can't see. that is ridiculously hard. I think what I might do I'll just have to bite it. I think that is so hard to. I don't want to. Goodness me. There we go. Got through. Okay, there we are. Right. Well, that was Yeah, crikey. Well, there you go. We can see that very much bit of an air pocket, but probably what you'd expect. It focuses in all right. The only problem is it's focusing in what's on the bottom on the plate, but there we go. You get the gist of it. A bit of bubbles there. If I just take that away. Is it now focusing on the on the wrapper down here? You can't win, can you? You just can't win. Oh dear. How about now? Go on, camera. You can do it. There we go. There we are. Okay, there we go. It's got rid of the colour a bit, but a bit more orangey than that. Yeah, that's probably about the orangey. Well, it was anyway. Yeah. Let's say it's playing a bit of havoc with the colour, but there you go. That's probably about right. As I say, it just can't quite. You can't handle the colour, I think, for some reason. Yeah, I don't know why. Struggling with it. You can see it struggling, can't you? I don't know why that is. Could be, I don't know, it could be that it's too light on the background, but there we go. Right there you can sort of see it. I think it goes a bit white, so anyway, there we go. Better or worse, there we are. It's quite a yellowy, there we go, it's probably, you can just capture that in your head before it changes. There you go, yeah, not too bad. Yeah, these ones are from B&M I found them in. Yeah, Zach, B&M. Yeah, that's where I got them in. Good place. Yeah, you like the fact that, yeah, it's not bad actually, is it? I don't think it gives that, it does give that impression, doesn't it? And I think that's what they're trying to get as well, being independently made and stuff. So yeah, yeah, I think you're right, Joe. I do agree with you there. Yeah, just hard. It just means my measurements were a bit pointless. Okay, let's see if does it. There you go. Yeah, it's a bit difficult. Just that colour, but there you go. It's more like the colour. There we are. There we go. There we go. That's a better view of it. Okay. Yeah. So I think basically crunchies. Yeah, as Rick said, but we'll see. So it definitely seems a bit harder. So let's give it a taste. Yeah, it is basically like a crunchy basically. Probably no surprises there. It's quite hard, I think, the sense. It's not too hard, not like as hard as it seemed when I was chopping it, but yeah. Oh, thank you so much. That's really nice of you to say. Yeah, it's really nice of you to say. Thank you so much. That's lovely. Yeah, it's always great to hear from you as well. Great to see you in the chat, of course. As I say, I've got loads of videos back out there. I've done over 800 reviews, basically, believe it or not. The older ones, of course, might have dated a bit, but there's loads of playlists, so check out my playlists. I'll do lives a couple of times a week as well, Wednesdays and Saturdays, basically. So yeah, so there's plenty there, but click the bell icon as well if you subscribe. It'd be great if you could, and you'll be up to date with anything I do. But yeah, great, really nice to hear from you, Zach, as well. Always glad to see another person in the chat. It's always good to keep in touch with everyone. So it's really nice. So, oh, thank you so much. Yeah, these ones, I quite like these. I think they're not too bad. I think whether they're as good as Crunchy, they're a lot harder. I think I'm not too sure. I think that's the gist of it, basically. Yeah, well, take care, Zach, if you're off. Yeah, take care. But yes, as I say, Wednesday's the next one, so hopefully I'll see you then. Oh, and you can always catch up later, of course, as well. This will be available after the event as well, so yeah. Oh. But yes, I don't mind these ones. Let's just try the rest of it. It's more honeycomb than anything else. I think the chocolate is very, it's there, but not getting much of a taste from the chocolate, basically. But it's probably just there enough. I think that's the case with crunchies though as well, so it's not much different there. The chocolate's okay, but you're mainly getting the honeycomb taste and the texture. You know, it's quite a strong honeycomb. It does catch in my throat a bit. I think it's definitely stronger than crunchy. It's definitely hard as well, a bit chewy, I think, from memory at least. I don't mind. I think it depends. I'm gonna have to have a drink. It's that catching my throat that much. Yeah, so it's quite a strong one. I think for me, if you love honeycomb, then like with all things, you can probably add an extra star on. But I think for me, or maybe half a star. I think it's okay. I think it's all right. It's just about. Yeah, I'm just trying to think really. Yeah, it's either 3 or 3.5. I don't know if I can stretch to a 3.5, but it's not. I don't know. Yeah, I think it probably is slightly better than average. I think it's a 3.5, just about. Just about. I think if you really, really, really like honeycomb, you could probably add half a mark onto it. I think. I don't think a full mark. But it's not anything too special. It's not gonna, like a lot of things, it won't blow your socks off. It's not too bad, but I don't think it's just a bit. It catches in your throat. It's a bit too strong, the honeycomb. It's a bit too hard, and the chocolate doesn't really add too much. It's there, but it's not adding loads to it. So yeah, a bit disappointing, I think. And I think it's only just a 3.5. Just because honeycomb's quite a nice flavour, but I think it's not too great a product. Basically, I'm just removing the chocolate so I can get my next review done. Yeah, not too bad though, but I don't think. I think you might. I would prefer to have a crunchy, basically, or a dairy milk with crunchy bits in. As people who might have watched the tier list yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yes, would have seen. Yeah, so there we go. So what else do we think now? Yes, let's see how we do. Are we doing okay? If we got time for a couple more. What have we got? Yeah, what have we got? Let's do. Yeah, here we go. This lint one. Yeah, this might be more one for you, Joe. I think. I'm not sure how you'd pronounce that. Is that Italian? Nocio latte, I think. So I guess that means milk and nuts, maybe. As a guess. Yeah. Well. Yeah, I guess it does. So what does it say there? Can we read that? Will it focus in? It's got the Italian there. Yeah, so milk chocolate with hazelnuts, filling and whole hazelnuts. No, with milk chocolate with hazelnut filling and whole hazelnuts. There we go. We've got the Spanish there as well. That helped me and myself and Joe a bit more as well, baby. But yes, Joe speaks Portuguese, of course. But yeah, chocolate con leche, chocolate with milk. I guess that's Releno is hazelnut cream, maybe. Focuses in again. De Avellanas, I guess that's E Avellanas enteras. Yeah, okay. Hazelnut centre, I guess, maybe. Hazelnut cream. There we go. Alright. Guess Avellanas is hazelnut, I guess. I didn't know that. Very interesting. Also got the colour coding on there. I quite like that. The CMYK and all this other stuff. That's quite interesting. RGB maybe. I don't know. CMYK and something else. It's like the flag of Afghanistan, actually, I think. Not sure what's going on there. There we are. Almost anyway. Or maybe Azerbaijan, one or the other. Yeah, so I think Afghanistan, actually. Yes, yeah. And then let's have a look. So we've got per 100 grams, 556 calories. So very high on the, probably because of the nuts, but above the 500 to 550 scale that chocolate usually has. 35 grams of fat. 17 of which are saturates. Yeah, so the actual bar weight is actually 40 grams. It's almost well under half of that. Yes, I got it right, did I, Joe? Pretty much, yeah. only because I knew the English, basically. If I'd not known the English part of it, I don't think I would have got it right. But I guess I was near enough there. It was like the Rosetta Stone, I guess, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay, let's see. Yeah. What's the official description on the top? Yes. Oh, there we go. Saying it again, aren't we? Chocolate with cream, with something. Yeah, something nuts anyway, I guess. Ripieno alle nuts. Yeah, I'm not sure the Italian there. Okay, 7%. Looks like 20% minimum is the chocolate, milk chocolate, and 30% cocoa minimum as well. Interesting, yes, there we go. Yeah, so it's Lint Italian then. I knew Ferrero was, I didn't know Lint was, I don't know, a bit of an odd one, but there we go, yeah. All right, so I think we should zoom down and have a look at it. Hey, B, how you doing? Yeah, had a nice walk, did you? Oh, I hope you're doing okay. Yes, this one's well, this one isn't a dark chocolate one, basically. But yes, I think they do. Yeah, they do like a good range of those sort of slab bars. They do, I think. Yeah, lots of which are dark chocolate, to be honest with you. A bit like the ones you get, you know, on the top shelf at the supermarket. Those kind of ones. But this one is a cream one. Well, a cream one, a milk chocolate one. So there's lots of flourishes here that you'll notice. I mean, there's massive flourishes here. I mean, let's measure it. I think it feels like it's got a cardboard tray in it. So yeah, this one's going to be massive flourishes, this one. It's about 16 centimetres, so we'll see what it is in a second. But yeah, did you enjoy your walk, AB? Good weather for it. For 16 centimetres, so I think it's just got solid chocolate in it. So it felt like it had a cardboard bottom, but it's just, well, look at that. Well, I have to say, this looks the part, but it's definitely not 16 centimetres. Well, this looks really nice, doesn't it? I think for looks, 5 out of 5 for sure, 10 out of 10 if you want to say that. The width, about 11.5, so we've lost 3.5 centimetres there, which is over a third of the bar, basically, from the flourishes. So yeah, I know it's a bit flattened out now, but if you look at that, so you could have basically had another hazelnut in there for the flourishes. So when you think of it that way, and it's not unreasonable, that is it, you could easily fit another hazelnut in there for that space that's missing. Look at that. I'm not flattening the bar, it's still voluptuous, I guess you'd say. You can still see it's quite, you know, rounded there. So that's poor, that, isn't it? That is pretty poor. Basically being ripped off, I'd say. But yes, so it looks nice. I don't know if you remember, I reviewed the, I think it was Ferrero actually did make it, the Ferrero Rocher squirrel, I think it was, and it had like a squirrel holding a hazelnut or a nut. You know, I think it was, I don't know if it's meant to be hazelnuts actually. It could, but anyway, whatever it was, it could have been. They could have had a nut inside it, like these ones are clearly doing. You know, yeah. So measure the width and stuff like that as well. Obviously, it's not as wide at the bottom as it is at the top. 2.8. And the height. We'll do the height of the chocolate itself. That's 6.6. Show you that. Yeah, and then the actual, with the actual nut, about 2.03. Move down a bit because I was squishing it there. Yeah, and the width of the nut part, let's have a look. Yeah, AB's happy because United have signed Ronaldo. Well, it seems like they're on the brink of it. I don't know if it's definitely gone through yet. 2.3, 2.4. Well, let's give a bit of a chop then. So we're clearly going to be very much just milk chocolate. Just wipe my calipers a bit. Okay, yes, there we go. Right, so where should we chop it then? I think we'll chop it down the nut part, why not? Well, I just noticed it does say lint at the bottom there. That's quite nice. Upside down as well, so that's not bad. Nothing underneath there. Okay. Right, so I don't know if this bar's going to be for me because it's just, yeah, because it's collapsed a bit there. We can see there, that's what we're up against. So it's got a nice, I'd say it's got that sort of hazelnut cream filling as well. So it's not just hazelnut. So it's definitely a hazelnut fan. I know Scotty might like this one. I think Zhao as well. I'm not sure. It's focusing on the things at the back rather than at the front. There you go. I think you can get the gist of it. Yeah. I think for me, I think I'll probably like it all over the actual whole hazelnut side. I think it's just going to be a bit too much for me, that. But if it's chopped hazelnuts, I might prefer it, but we'll see. Let's lift myself up. Okay. Right, there we go. Okay. Move the order camera up a bit. Right. Yes, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I feel like bit of a funny one today. It's been like quite a nice sort of chatty chatty review session, hasn't it? Really? It's been as much chatting as actual chocolate, I think. So it's been quite nice. I quite like that. Yeah, good to chat to you all. Okay, so let's give this a taste then. So yeah, up against. That's quite an interesting one. Let's give it a go. Well, definitely hazelnut, basically. Yeah. I think for me, this one is, there's lots of hazelnut there for me. It's too much probably for my taste. I think it's the chocolate's nice though. A nice creamy milk chocolate, not too creamy though, and I quite like the truffle centre. It's inside. Let's see it there slightly. A darker section there. A bit off strand, I think, from my from a knife. Yeah, and that's not too bad. So it's a bit of a funny one. As far as the product's concerned. I'll just try and cut off the nut part if I can. Yes, there you go. So you see, basically got yeah, it's just like a dome. This is quite nice. Quite like, so it's a dome basically with a hazelnut in it, and I quite like that. I quite like the way they've done that. Let's taste it without the nut. So for me, without the nut, it's quite very much a soft chocolate, and as I say, quite a truffly centre. Can't really taste hazelnuts in that truffle centre. I'm not sure if you meant to it from the translation. It sounded like you were meant to. But you can see it's clearly a whole hazelnut, and so definitely really one for hazelnut fans. This one. Yeah, so it's not really. I'm not really the target for this product. Is the gist of it. Yeah, I think it's okay. It's mainly, as I say, if you like hazelnuts, I think is where it shines, because it has a really nice presentation. The way it looks, the way it's got that sort of hazelnut look to it there. It'd be nice if it was just a full dome, really, but it's near enough. Full, yeah, well, a full sort of circle of it. And of course, it wouldn't really work then, I guess, but maybe the chocolate could go in between it. I don't know, as in down around the middle rather than at the bottom. But I can understand why they've done it that way. It makes sense. I think it looks great. I think you could fit another hazelnut section in there though. I think it's been really stingy on the size of the bar. It's definitely suffers from flourishes, this one. So you got to really bear that in mind. I mean, it's ridiculous that really the amount of flourishes in there. Yeah, so I think for me it's that was a bit disappointing. I think it was a really bad case of flourishes on this one, really bad. And as I say, for me, I'm not the target market for this one. It's someone who's got to like hazelnuts, really. I think, and I'm just not one of those people, so I have to apologise for that. I think other than that, though, the chocolate's okay. I don't think it's anything too dramatic. It's just a sort of relatively creamy milk chocolate. So it's a bit like your sort of typical Belgian chocolates. Which is not too bad, but for me they're a bit too creamy generally, but it's not too bad. It's not bad. And I think the sort of centre, this sort of truffly centre, I don't know, it's a bit of nothing really. I can't really taste it that much. It's meant to be a hazelnut cream, I think, but whatever it is, it's not massively discernible from the rest of the chocolate, really. And that's without tasting the nut on top of it. Maybe a slight hazelnut taste, but really not that much of one at all. So that's quite disappointing, that really. So I think the flourish side of it, I'm not going to hold it back because of the flourishes, mark it down. I used to do that sort of thing, but I think these days it's quite difficult now. Because it's also down to shelf presence and stuff. There's lots of reasons why they do it, and it's also, the price needs to be put into the mix as well to make it seem where it's worthwhile or not. So basically, I'm just letting you know that it's not as big a bar as it looks, and to make of that what you will. But definitely could have another. It could be a third larger, basically, for sure. Yeah, I think for me it's an okay hazelnut bar. I think if you really like hazelnuts, I think you might be. The chocolate's okay, but the hazelnut cream section is a bit of nothing. You can't really taste it. It doesn't really stand out much, even as I say. you know, I get a slight hazelnut taste, but not that much. It's almost a waste of time, really. So, you know, I think for me, as I say, it's not a good one for me. I think if you're a massive hazelnut fan, I think you could probably add 1.5 stars onto this, basically, and I think that would be a right score for someone who likes hazelnuts, because I don't think it's that great. It's just about average, maybe 1 star even. Yeah, because of the fact that the truffle's not that great. I don't know, maybe 1.5 stars, I think, maybe. But for me, it's a 2 out of 5. Yeah, it's just hazelnuts are not for me, basically. But I say if hazelnuts were for you, I still don't think it's that great a bar. You know, maybe an average one really at best. I think, you know, 3 out of 5. But as I say, you know, yeah, it's just. I think it's just the hazelnut cream section was just a bit underwhelming, basically, and it just could have been more to it than that, and it doesn't taste of anything. The chocolate's okay, but nothing special. So at the end of the day, you're just left with a bit of chocolate and hazelnut, really, and it could really be anything. So yeah, I think it probably is quite an average hazelnut taste, basically. Yeah, so there we go. Right, yes, I think that's probably brought us to the end, perhaps, guys. I think so. It's a good time to have done about 5 reviews there. I think not too bad. Let's see what the old poll was like. So I think we had a draw, actually. I think it was excuse me, I'll hiccup there. I think it's pizza and chippy tied in the end. I think so. Let's have a look. So I say yes. Yeah, it did. Pizza and chippy tied 36% each. Then Indian on 18%, and then Chinese on 9%. Yes. So not too bad there. Not too bad. Yeah, quite a bit of a tie. Interesting one. Yeah, I thought I wasn't sure what I'd think really. Who I thought would win that one, but. Surprising, I thought Chinese might be a bit higher, really, but yeah, there we go. Interesting one. Yeah. Okay, guys, hope you enjoyed that live review. It's been really great to chat to you all. Great to see you, Zach. Great to see you, Joe, as always, and AB, of course. Yeah. And I think Oddly Satisfying came in for a bit as well. Oh, we also seen Lul earlier on as well. Yes, hopefully he's probably on his night shift. And of course, Scotty as well. We'll be back at work now. So great to see you all, as I say. Really nice to chat to you all. Yeah, the first time, I think you're right, actually, Joe. Yeah, it's been a bit of a. Yeah, bit of a funny one, isn't it? I don't think I've had a tie before. I think always someone came at the end and just won slightly, but in this case, yeah, interesting one. But there you go. Guess it's yeah, pizza and chippy. Good ones to have though. Definitely 2 nice takeaways, has to be said. And I think probably you can't go wrong with a pizza, really. Is it just as far as I'm concerned? Yeah. Which one did you vote for, Joe? I know it might be a bit difficult where in Brazil you might not quite have the same takeaways where you are. Yeah, which one did you go for? Or did you not? Yeah. Not sure really what takeaways are like where you are. I guess you probably won't have chippies. I mean, you might have a similar thing or an equivalent of, maybe. I don't really know. But yeah, I guess takeaways might be probably more seafoody where you are, perhaps. But yeah. But yeah, thanks, Joe. Thanks so much. Yeah, thanks everyone for watching. I know some people watch and don't comment things like this, so don't worry. I understand. It's perfectly fine. But it's great to chat to you all. Great to see you all. Yeah, glad we could do one. Glad the weather didn't cause too many problems. I really thought it might, but there we go. It didn't, so that's good. Oh, but yeah. Oh, great to see you, Joe, as well. As I say, everyone else as well. Great to chat to you all. Good to see you all. Hope you all have a great weekend. Yeah, very lovely to chat to you, as I say. And yeah, and if you do answer, oh yes. You decide not to vote, yeah. Don't worry, Joe. I thought it might be a difficult one for you, yeah. I thought it might be a difficult one. Don't worry about it. Oh, yeah, I know. As I say, I know it's probably a difficult one for you because it's not quite the same, is it? I did realise that when I posted it, but, you know, I thought maybe a lot of the chocolate and stuff like that anyway I cover is probably, yeah, a bit difficult, you know, sometimes not available where you are and things. So I do appreciate you, you know, coming along and perhaps, you know, not having, unfortunately, the products available where you are, but still enjoying the channel, so I do appreciate that. So thanks so much. All right, guys. Well, take care. Yeah, hope you have a great week. As I say, I'll see you on Wednesday, hopefully, for Stash Watch. Got some good reviews coming up this week as well. Perhaps do a Sweet Nothings as well. Yeah, keep an eye out for them all. And have a lovely day. And I'll see you next time. Thanks, Joe. Thanks, AB. Thanks, Zach. Thanks, Scott, as well, of course. And Rick. Oh, and everyone else, of course, as well. Yeah, great to see you. And oddly satisfying as well. Oh, you didn't know what chippy meant? Oh, sorry, Joe. Yeah, it was, yeah, basically chips, fish and chips, basically. Typical British takeaway, essentially, is the gist of it. It can be anything, really. But yeah, and chips obviously meaning fries as well, by the way, so it's that kind of thing, yeah. Yeah. But there you go, British culture. There you are. You've learnt that now. There's a bit of variety of it. So in Scotland, they deep fry lots of stuff. Generally, like Mars bars and things at the chippies. I think in the south of England, they don't do certain things like chips and gravy, but they do that in the north, I think, and stuff like this. There's lots of regional varieties of it all. But yeah, there you go. Well, if you ever come here, you have to treat yourself to one. I don't know whether you'd like it or not, but it's definitely something to try, if nothing else. Yeah, honestly. Yeah. It's very typical, very, very British type thing, really. Yeah, very British takeaway. Yeah, so definitely something to try out. As I say, can't guarantee the quality, but it's an experience if nothing else, as I say. Oh dear. Right then, guys. Well, thanks, Joe. Thanks everyone else. As I say, been really great. It's really great to chat to you all. Hope you all have a great week. Yeah. Yeah. As I say, if you ever do, manage to try on Joe, you must let me know what you think of it. Oh dear. All right, guys. Well, take care. Have a great week, as I say. And I'll chat to you soon. As I say, there's a bit of a delay, by the way, so apologies if I've already gone by the time you say anything. But I probably will have picked it up before I went. Oh, thanks, Joe. You too. Have a great one. Yeah, great to chat to you again. Have a lovely Sunday as well, and Saturday, rest of the Saturday. I guess it's still early Saturday, isn't it, where you are? So, a bit lucky. Take care, everyone. Have a good one. Bye for now. See ya.